There's an urgent need to protect California consumers from price gouging.
That's the message from Ty Milder, director of the state's brand new oil watchdog agency known as the Division of Petroleum Market Oversight. Since its creation last summer, the division has been collecting data from the oil industry and working with the California Energy Commission to determine whether or not to enact some sort of penalty on oil companies if they are found to be taking part in price gouging.
We are working to provide active oversight and to make sure that the market is setting the prices, that these are fair prices.
Milder says while it's too early in the data collection process to conclude whether price gouging is taking place, he says he does have some early concerns.
Californians have been paying too much at the pump for too long.
As of today, the state average cost of regular unleaded gas is $5.39 per gallon. Milder notes over the last month between late March and late April, gas prices on average increased by 44 cents in the state, but he says at the same time the price of crude oil on the market increased by just 3 cents, while the industry margin, which is how much is made per gallon, went up by 41 cents. His conclusion?
The recent price spikes were really profit spikes for industry. Looking at the data, we are seeing some clear trends. First, when prices at the pump went up over this last month, it was because the oil industry profits were going up.
But those in the oil industry say it's not as it seems.
The data is there. Price gouging is not happening.
Kevin Slagle is with the Western States Petroleum Association, representing oil industry stakeholders.
Over the past month, there was a number of refineries that were offline for unplanned maintenance. And when you have refineries down, supplies shrink, and with any commodity, when you have less supply than needed, the costs typically will go up, and that's probably a lot what we saw.
His position is that the state should invest in more oil production to drive down costs.
The state of California has spent the last couple of years implementing policy after policy that's meant to end production in California. But in the end, what do consumers care about? They care about higher costs, and that is the path our state has us on.
And should the state conclude price gouging is taking place, the California Energy Commission would still need to determine what, if any, penalty would be imposed. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.